Memorial Day weekend is the unofficial start to summer around here, and it's going to feel like it. It is really going to feel like it next week. Heat, humidity, and shower and thunderstorm chances. I've got it all for you coming up in this video. Welcome in, everybody. It is Matt from Region Weather. We appreciate you joining us here on our YouTube channel as we head into our Memorial Day weekend. They say it's the unofficial start to summer, and it will feel like it around here as we have a big old ridge that's getting ready to take shape across the eastern half of the country and the Midwest. First things first, though, if you are not subscribed to our new YouTube channel here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. That not only shows that you like what we're doing with this, but it also gets you updates. We're not going to overwhelm the system. Same thing with Region Weather on Facebook. 2 posts a week, 2 videos a week max. And obviously severe weather, that is where we like to really push the posts, as that will be happening over the course of the summer with clusters of storms. I'm sure of it. All right, let's talk warm up and talk weekend here, as we've got an extended weekend, a little bit different this Memorial Day, obviously, with the quarantine that we've had in place, and now we're able to get out a little bit more. So a lot of you are going to be spending some time outside, I'm sure. Look at the upper airflow. This is where I want to start with things. This is the jet stream right where you see those colors kind of meet between the warm and the cold. That's what moves our weather systems. We've had a pesky low that's just been sitting across the Ohio and Tennessee Valley over the last 6 days. This thing's been with us since last weekend. You remember the rain that we had kind of circled its way down to the south? This is the same thing. It's cut off from the main flow, so it's kind of meandering around. But eventually, over the next couple of days, it's going to get caught up. It's going to head out of here. And what that's going to leave us with is the ridge that we have in place. This is all warm air. That's been playing spoiler if you like the heat, and it's been keeping us a little bit cooler. But watch what happens as we go through time. You can see that low pressure gets caught up, heads up the East Coast, and we stay fairly mild around here as we go through the weekend. This is now Sunday. Look what happens next week, though, for Memorial Day and beyond. We get a bigger ridge that develops across the eastern seaboard. This is what you're looking at are heights. This is really where the warmth is in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere. But you can see how that warmth builds in here. Things are going to turn a little toasty as we go throughout the week. And you can see really turning toasty around here on Wednesday as a Bermuda high pressure sets up. That brings warm, humid air up into the Ohio Valley and the Midwest. And that's exactly what we'll be dealing with. And then perhaps later next weekend, we'll turn a little bit cooler as the system comes in from the north. But it is really going to feel like summertime around here as we go through the week. So what does that mean for us in terms of temperatures? Let's go through the high temperatures over the next 10 days. You can see the cooler air. I mean, it's not cold by any means. It's 60s and 70s. It's very comfortable air where that low pressure is. But as that begins to pull away, especially on into Sunday, notice we start to heat up a little bit. Here's that low pressure now heading away. We start to bring some daytime highs approaching 80 on your Saturday, and then here's Sunday. You can see we're well into the 80s. I think this will easily be our warmest day of the year so far. We're probably approaching, especially if we can get some sunshine out of this, the middle 80s with some humidity as well. All right, let's go Memorial Day. You can see we're still in the mid 80s across a good portion of the Hoosier State, and then eventually that will continue a little bit cooler off towards the upper Midwest. We'll have more showers and thunderstorms there. I don't think we'll get into the widespread coverage, so we're still mid 80s on Tuesday. Wednesday, we're looking at more than likely low to mid 80s, and then Thursday, still 80s, and look at this, staying warm as we go throughout the rest of the week. Here's your cool down, though. This is a cold front coming in from the north. That will sweep in, and that will likely clear out this kind of sticky air mass we've had. This is, again, one computer model saying next Saturday will be in the 50s, perhaps. That would be a front that goes by and turns that wind strong off the lake. But, again, take that with a grain of salt. That may change, but one thing's for sure, it does look like we're in for a very warm week. So what does that do for our humidity? Well, what you're looking at here are the dew points. This measures how much moisture is in the air. When the number gets into the 50-degree category, that's when you start to feel it a little bit. 60, you can call it humid, and then 70 is when it gets a little thick outside. So what we're looking for here are the yellows and oranges. That's where the really thick, humid air comes from. And I'm going to go quickly through this. Look at the pattern as we head through this week. See how the humidity really comes in here, especially Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We get dew points perhaps up into the 70s before that front really comes in and clears us out next weekend. But that is a summertime dew point, 70 degrees, so it is certainly going to feel like it again. And that starts Sunday, but really ramps up Memorial Day, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Final thing we need to talk about is rainfall. When is it going to rain? When are our highest chances for showers and thunderstorms? Well, with this pattern change, it becomes a little bit more summery, so we're dealing more with the daily afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms that bubble up with that heating of the day. That's what the pattern is going to change to. There's no sharp front that's moving through or anything like that. So each and every day carries with it a chance of some showers and storms. But some days are higher than others. So let's go through it briefly here. You can see today we're dry, obviously. And then tomorrow, not looking too bad either. May have a stray shower based on a lake breeze. But our next real chance of rain, maybe some storms, would be Saturday night into Sunday with that little system there that's zipping through. Likely a large cluster of showers and thunderstorms that develop somewhere to our west and rolls through. So Saturday night, looking at the next real chance of thunderstorms. And then beyond that, look at how much of the eastern half of the country is just covered in afternoon showers and storms. This is Sunday night. This is Memorial Day. You can see just a scattering of showers and storms. So we'll keep it in the forecast. I do think the highest days for us percentage-wise are going to be Tuesday and Wednesday as we get the frontal boundary approaching from the west. You can see we're now on Wednesday, how there's kind of an uptick over our region as a frontal boundary comes in. I think that'll be our best risk, but again, we can carry a risk of showers and thunderstorms pretty much each day. And that's until everything clears us out next weekend. There's a pretty sharp front that'll come in here. This will likely be some strong to severe showers and thunderstorms whenever that happens. It looks like next Saturday at this point, but again, a little too early to tell. But welcome to summer, everybody. It's certainly going to feel that way this week. We hope you have a wonderful weekend. We appreciate you joining us here on YouTube, and take it easy and stay hydrated.